I was hoping you were going to see that.
I think she brought it up to me. That's what it was.
Okay, these are for you.
Oh, honey, these are so sweet. These are actually really nice.
You like them? Great.
You need to talk to some boyfriends that I'm thinking about having. This is what the flowers are supposed to look like when you give girls flowers. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
for everything. Thank you for the screening last night. The movie was
great. Did you have a good time?
Excellent, yes.
I'm going to put these down. Not that I don't like, I just don't want to look like a prom queen. You know, like, I'm so happy I won. How are you?
Good.
What kind of questions you got for me? Poignant, probing, hardcore?
This is an easy one.
Okay.
What was it like filming Forces of Nature?
Really hot. We were in Savannah, and it was seemed like 110 degrees, probably like 98 with humidity. It was unbearable. We smelled bad. We were sweating like pigs. It was really fun. I mean, everyone had a really wicked sense of humor, which made it easy.
It was excellent. I mean, we had such a great time last night. We really enjoyed it. Everybody there did too.
Did it feel like a chick flick?
No, I didn't think it was that way at all. A lot of people can relate to that.
Cool, all right.
Second one. How about your favorite holiday?
New Year's.
New Year's?
Big time.
That's surprising.
Big time. It's no pressure there. I mean, like, all the other holidays seem to have, like, gifts involved or something. You have to prepare in a certain way. New Year's is almost just like, it's anything goes. There's no structure on how to do it. And I've become really obsessed with New Year's, and I want that to be amazing. I want to be around everyone I love. You have to be in the same place, having a great time, and you know, I don't know why. It just doesn't have the same pressures that I think a lot of... I love the other holidays, don't get me wrong, but that one to me is just... I love it.
That's interesting. Okay. If you were Hillary Clinton, how would you respond to President Clinton?
I'd throw a pan at him and hit him. And then I'd be really violent. And then I'd call him a bunch of names. And, you know what? I think she's handled it with such an incredible amount of grace. I really feel it's between them. That's their business, you know. It had to have been difficult for her. I don't think I would have handled it as well as she did. But I'm also not in that position. I can throw pans and say, I'm out of here and pack my bags. Mm-hmm. She's in a whole different ball game. So I would have been a little upset. Ever so slightly. And I'm not a violent person, don't get me wrong. But I'll throw a pan.
Do you think you would ever like to be married?
Too many people get married for the wrong reasons. And, you know, they divorced 3 years later, so what's the point of having gotten married at all?
Right.
Why not just wait, discover who you are, enjoy yourself, and then when you stumble upon the person who happens to be your soulmate, then you've gone through the gamut of, you know, selfish behavior.
Where do you think you would like your career to be in 10 years?
You know what? I'm not really concerned about my career in 10 years. I'm more concerned about my quality of life in 10 years. You know, where I want to be. I'd love to have kids by then, absolutely. Not that I'm complaining or anything. I want to travel. I want to do exactly the same thing I'm doing right now, which is whatever I want. And when you have a partner, I think it just makes it that much more fun to have a partner in crime.
What was your first job?
My first job was as a cleaning lady in an insurance company. Insurance people are some nasty people. They had some nasty cubicles. I was like, insurance, how bad can that be? It was some stinky cubicle. But I got fired because...
You got fired?
I got fired from 2 jobs, actually, because my best friend was leaving town, and I didn't come into work because I wanted to say goodbye to him. The guy wouldn't let me off, so I got fired. It was worth it.
How about your first car?
My first car was a Honda Accord hatchback that had Bob Marley stickers on it.
Bob Marley?
Yeah, total. But it was you could stuff a lot into that hatchback, especially if you went downtown with your friends and party and you're the designated driver. It's amazing how many drunk friends you can stuff in a Honda Accord hatch. With the hatchback open, though, with like the legs hanging out and stuff.
What was your most embarrassing moment?
Oh, this is good. It's the only date that I've ever been on. It was in college, and it was my roommate's friend or something like that, and he picked me up. He took me on his boat, which was like a little boat with another couple, and they had a bunch of beer, and they were drinking a bunch of beer, and so I had some beer, and there was no toilet. Oh, the guys were going, I was like, oh my God, I have to pee so badly. So I was trying to be really quiet about it. Maybe they'll go back into shore, and I realized they weren't moving. I said, I really need to get back into shore, and so they teetered back into shore. I leapt off the boat. I started running across the field where there was a big hole where they told me when we walked on there, don't fall in the hole. It's like 4 feet deep. I fall in the hole, like up to here, and it's like sewage, so I smell it.
Oh, man.
I run behind a house to go to the bathroom. It's right under the window of some guy watching TV. He sees me, but I wasn't about to stop. I just sat there, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to be here. And then I get in the car, and as I'm getting in the car, I rip my pants. So I not only smell bad from the sewage that I fell in, I rip my pants, and I ask him to bring me back to the dorm so I can change. Essentially ditch him, and we tried to get a good night's kiss. You know, even when I smelled, exactly. Like, and then I went home. That was the only thing. That's why I never casually date anymore.
So you don't casually date at all anymore?
No. Usually when it's like I usually know somebody for a while, and I've gotten to know them for a while, and then we start dating. We end up going out for 4 years or something crazy like that. Yeah. So I usually date people that have been my friends for a while. I just date my friends.
Gotta be friends first.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I tend to do it that route.
Who's your favorite television show?
Carol Burnett, and Solid Gold was a dance show. It was really cheesy, but I wanted to be a Solid Gold dancer, so.
Well, hey, thank you very much.
Oh,
you are a
thank
true
you.
class act. I mean, there's no one that can hold a candle to the type of personality
so
because you've been a great influence in my life. And
oh, please. That's, you're so unbelievably sweet. I had no idea what to expect. I was like, okay, what's coming in the room? And that you have your own camera crew, I think is awesome.
You're welcome.
So sweet. Cutie. What are you coming in for an intimate moment? Go away. Go away. Affection, affection, affection. Brown shoes are totally fine. Why did you say something about his brown shoes?
Jeez, Hillary.
I know. Oh, you're no friend. What an exceptional human being. He was so beautiful.
Can't believe you did it, but
He's going to be such a heartbreaker, but in a good way.
You ruined a perfectly intimate moment.
How is love supposed to blossom when you're in the room? He just made my day. He's special. Was he a special guy?